Welcome back to my channel, and if we have not met before, my name is Sheridan. For today's practice, we will be using our core and our lower body, and I've got some goodies, the ball and ankle weights. If you don't have any, don't worry, you can always use a pillow instead of a ball, and you can just use your beautiful body. And when you're ready, grabbing the ball, grabbing the weights around your hands, and meeting me in a cross-legged position. So just bring the ball in between your knees, and just bring the hands down by the side. Take a full breath in. As you breathe out, start to become a little bit heavier. One more breath here. And on this inhale, can you lift the right hand to the sky? And then exhale, can you lean up and over towards the left, keeping both your sit bones really heavy here. Maybe a little rock, a little sway. One more full breath in here. And then exhale, flip the right palm all the way down to the ground. Inhale, lift the left hand. And then exhale as you lean up and over. Feeling a nice side body stretch here. Little pulses. One more breath in. And then exhale, flip the left palm, come all the way back to center. We're going to swivel around. We're going to take the ball in between your knees and your feet are going to be flat. Get really comfy, and if you're using the ankle weights, they're coming into your hands. Bring the hands forward, take a full breath in. Exhale as you tuck the chin to the chest and start to roll through your spine just halfway, creating a nice C shape. Hold, inhale. Exhale as you restack everything. Now, can you think about really doming through the upper back? Come down, hold, inhale. Exhale as you restack. So every time we move, we're breathing out, and every time we are holding, we're breathing in. Start to become aware of your breath, matching it to your movement, matching it to your energy today. And this is your first base. You can always stay here, but if you are ready to spice things up, next time you come down, can you bring your left elbow towards the mat, hinge, and then exhale, come back up. We go to the right and back up. Now keep squeezing through the ball, trying to keep the knees nice and straight. And start to notice how it feels. Maybe it feels good. Maybe you're like, I don't want to do any more. And if that's the case, you stay exactly where you are. Otherwise, we're going to start to fully open the arms, and I will talk you through it. Next time you come down, can you hold? Open the hand behind you, say hello to your fingertips, bend the elbow, come all the way back up. We go the other side. Hold, extend the arm behind you, bend the elbow, and come all the way back up. Keep squeezing through the ball until it's a nice little flat pancake, and keep drawing the belly button. Now we have one final layer, just because I feel like it. So if you are happy to stay here, stay. Otherwise, we're going to windmill the hand up and over. So you're going to come down, open the arm. Windmill the arm up and over as you restack. You come down, bend the elbow, open the hand, circle it back as you come up. Feel like it's like a little dance move. So we come down, up, and around. Try to keep the core engaged by drawing the belly button in and drawing the ribs all the way down. Now we're here for 3. Last 2. On 1, whatever side you are doing, can you finish and can you hold halfway? Now we're going to reach the spirit fingers towards the toes, and we're going to pulse up and back. So keep drawing the belly button in, ribs down, and squeeze the ball. And if you don't have the ball, just draw the knees together. Think of a happy place for 5. We are holding in 4, 3, 2. Can you hold on 1 to your shaky spot? Now squeeze the ball, the knees closer towards one another. Exhale as you lift the arms. Inhale as you come back to center. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower. Now as you lift, you might notice the belly becomes a little bit shaky. There's a vibrational point. Embrace it. It's the body's way of saying, hello, we are working hard doing Pilates. Let's go 5. 4. Final 3. Can you hold in 2? Can you hold on 1 with the arms up to your point wherever you can, and just hold, squeeze the ball for 5, 4, 3, 2, on 1. Take a little forward fold, let go of the ball, and just allow the belly to be nice and heavy, nice and jelly. we are going to change the ankle weights over. So that was just a quick little section. So this can be your time for a break, but we're gonna bring the ankle weights around the ankles. If you don't have them, grab a drink, strap in for a good time. From here, ball's gonna come back between the knees and we are gonna come onto your elbows. So can you find elbows directly under your shoulders? And then start to lift the chest, but draw the ribs down. Squeeze the ball or squeeze the knees together if you're not using a ball. As you inhale, we're gonna take a full breath in, and then exhale, can you rotate the knees to the right, lifting your left hip, squeeze the ball or the knees together, and then come back to center. We go to the left, exhale, squeeze the knees, drive over to the left, back to center. So keep alternating through the two here. They've got a windscreen right, but as your shoulders stay really stable, you start to lift just one hip. Again, you might start to feel a little bit shaky. You will get a little bit of a shoulder workout in this one, so super sorry, but also not sorry, making you stronger. And let's go for 5. 4, keep drawing the belly button in, chest is lifted. 3, 2, now on 1, can you come back to center? Now this time as we go to the right, can you hold? Can you extend the legs long, pull the knees in, and then come back to center. We go over to the left, legs extend long, back to center, and change. Play around with it. You might just want to extend one leg long, maybe the top leg, like so. Or maybe you stay exactly where you are. Remember, your class, your practice, and all I ask is you have fun and do what makes sense. Now we have 2 more, so 1 more each side. Last one here, and then can you bring the legs back to center? Take a full breath in. As you exhale, lift the legs to the sky. Now we're gonna start to lower just halfway, and then lift back up. Lower halfway, and lift. Now being really mindful of your lower back. Where you go halfway, I want you to feel the shakes and then return. Come down and back. Now we are here for 3 and we're gonna hold. In 2, can you come back to the top on 1? Can you start to draw little baby circles, any direction? You can go lower, you can go really big, you can go really small, but try to keep the core engaged by drawing the belly button in. The lower belly says hello. Let's go 3. We reverse your direction in 2. On 1, change directions. If you can't remember, take a guess, 50-50 chance. And let's go 5. Oh my gosh. 4. 3, hopefully something is switching on for you. 2. On 1, hug the knees in and just lie on your back. Oh, get really comfy. Give yourself a nice little hug. And if you have the ball, we're gonna place the ball behind your shoulder blades. If you don't have the ball, who cares? You get to lie down nice and flat. Bend the knees and bring the hands behind the head. If you have the ball, you're gonna open over, let the ribs expand to the sky. Take a full breath in. And as you exhale, find your crunch up and over off the ball. Inhale as you lower. Exhale as you crunch. Now the hands can always come behind the head or even to the temples, but try to keep the elbows wide so we're using your upper belly rather than just your neck. Exhale, lift. Inhale as you lower. 2 more just like this. Getting a little bit higher each time if you can. And on this next one, can you hold? Left leg is going to lift to tabletop. Then you extend the left leg as you lower the head. Crunch everything back into center. So everything extends, everything bends. Think of it like a slinky. If you know those toys, you're stretching the slinky out and then you're contracting, pushing it back together. And the slinky are your abs. Spoiler alert. Next time you crunch, let's start to add a twist. Right elbow to left knee, and then come back to center. So you're twisting and back. Remember, slow and steady wins the race with this one. I know it's tempting to go really fast. to get it out of the way, but it doesn't change the time. So let's go 5. Last 4. We have a little surprise in 3. Not sure if it's a good surprise, but we'll find out. 2. On 1, can you hold your crunch? Maybe hold the twist. Now lift your right leg to tabletop, extend the right leg long, pull it back to center. Right leg long, oh my gosh, pull it back to center. Oh, let's go 5. Stay with me 4, I know you can. 3. Last 2, I'm about to fall off this ball. On 1, drive the knees in, roll over the ball, and if you're like me and covered in sweat, it might be a bit slip and slidey. So take a full breath in and we're going straight to the other side. Can you find your crunch as you breathe out? Now plant the left foot down, lift the right leg. We're gonna extend the leg and the head and then crunch everything back up. Extend and crunch. Now we've already done a fair bit of core, so maybe, just maybe, things are starting to become really challenging. But when this happens, remember it is a mindset and your body gives up before, no, sorry, your mind gives up before your body. So you just tell the body, you can do this, I know you can. And start to add the twist if it's in your practice today, open, and then come back to center. So left elbow to knee of the right and back. We're here for 5, and this time it is not a surprise, so you can mentally prepare for 4. We are coming up and holding in 3. Last 2, can you hold your crunch on 1, maybe add the twist. Now lift the left leg, hold, it will extend the left leg and back to center. Exhale, extend and back. Think about length here rather than depth. We're here for 5. 4, I promise we're getting a little break from your core in 3. Last 2. On 1, lower the head, bring the knees into the chest. Take a moment, maybe remove the ball and just start to rock side to side, allowing the lower back, the middle back to be really heavy on your mat. Now when you're ready, we are going to lie on your left hand side. And we're just going to leave the ball underneath your ribs for now. So can you come up onto your left elbow or your left forearm, and we're going to bend through both your knees. Now if this is like, no, did not want to do this, did not sign up for this, guess what? Ball is a pillow and you can lie like so, hello. But I encourage you to stay up on your elbow just so we can get a little bit more stabilization through the shoulder. Now can you bring the hand to the hip? I want you to draw the hip away from the body, so we're really lengthening through the torso. Flex the toes. We're going to lift the top leg and then we're going to lower the top leg. Exhale, lift, inhale, lower. Now keeping the hand on the hip also acts as feedback, as sometimes the top hip likes to roll around, but today it's not dancing, it's just staying still. Think about lifting up off the ball, and if you don't have the ball, think about lifting up away from the mat. Now we are here for 5. We're going to add on in 4. Keeping the foot flexed, 3. Let's go 2. Now on 1, can you lift the leg and hold? We're going to kick the leg out. We're going to drive it back in. We're going to lower and tap. Exhale, lift. Kick it out behind you if you can. Drive the knee back into center and lower. Lift. Open the hip. Extend the leg. Drive it back in and lower. Start to really move with intention. I want you to visualize you're pressing something with your heel away from you and then driving it back. Maybe some negative energy. Maybe you're trying to get this workout out of the way, whatever it is, but we are moving slowly. And start to notice what happens in the top leg, the top hip. Maybe feel it through the shoulder. Maybe the whole body feels it. And just embrace it, just roll with it. It's a journey, so trust the process. We are here for 5. Let's go 4. Listen for the change in 3. We're going to hold your top leg long. In 2. Now on 1, can you lift the top leg and hold? Can you take the ball out into your top hand? We're going to open and then we're going to come in elbow to knee. So if you're not using the ball, it doesn't matter. And can you start to find a rotation? So shoulder comes down, hip comes down, and then everything comes back to the center. So you're trying to rotate down to the mat and back. Keeping the leg lifted if you can, and we're here for 10. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale in. 7. Last 5. And we are not finished with this leg, but we are coming down off the shoulder in 3. Let's go 2. On 1, can you hold everything long and just pulse the top leg? You can always bring the ball down. You're here for 5, 4, 3, 2. Keep the leg lifted on 1, but just come down using your ball as a pillow, or just leave it alone, whatever feels better. So from here, the leg is going to stay lifted. We're going to start to lift and lower. So it's a little bit bigger than a pulse. You can point the toe, you can flex, but can you think about driving the heel away from the hip? Hand can come down or in front of you, and really focus on the breath here. Maybe close the eyes and think of a place where you have such strong glutes, which is right now. We're here for 5. Let's go 4. Final 3. I know it is not comfortable. We're here for 2. We are holding up on 1 because I love you so much. Little pulses for 10. 9. Stay with me. 8. 7. I know you can. 5. 4. I missed 6. Doesn't matter. 3. 2. On 1. Oh my God. Come in. Punch the glute. Oh wow. Take a deep breath in and a deep breath out. Now, because I love you so much, we are taking a little break from the legs, and then we'll get back into it. So coming up to a 4-point kneel, and just bring the ball between your knees. Keep the ankle weights on. If you're not using them, don't worry. Take a full breath in. Hands come under your knees. Hands come under your shoulders, not your knees, and your knees are under your hips. As you breathe in, drop the belly, eye gaze forward. And then as you breathe out, dome, tuck the chin to the chest. Take a few more cat-cows just like this. Push the chest forward as you breathe in, eye gaze to the sky, and then breathe out, dome, tuck the chin to the chest. Now you might personalize this shape, making it fun, loosey-goosey, just let the spine do its thing. Now last one here, and then can you start to find somewhere between the two? So nice happy medium. Tuck the toes, keep the arms really straight. So can you think about lifting up away from the mat, doming the upper back just a little bit. Squeeze the ball, and as you exhale, lift the knees. Inhale as you lower and tap. Exhale, lift the knees. Inhale, lower and tap. Keep going with this little lift, little lower, and trying to keep the shoulders over the wrists. So we're keeping the core engaged. And let's go for 5. 4, can you squeeze the ball a little bit more? 3, final 2. Now on 1, we have a surprise. We're gonna hold. Now can you squeeze the ball? If you don't have the ball, bring the knees in and out. Keep doming through the upper back, pressing away from the mat, just for 5, 4, 3, 2. On 1, come down, take a little breather. Maybe even take a child's pose if that feels comfortable. We have another variation, and I promise we're going to even out the legs and you are out of here. So come back to the same position, hands under the shoulders, tucking the toes. This time as you take a full breath in, can you squeeze the ball and then exhale, lift and hold. Now we're going to rotate the knees to the right, keeping the shoulders stacked. Come back to center, to the left. So if you have the ball, I want you to squeeze the ball. If you don't have the ball, think about squeezing an imaginary ball between the knees. Now the key is that the shoulders stay really stacked, really still, and we're just pivoting on your toes. We're here for 5, 4, 3, use your breath, 2, on 1, come back to center. This time we tap and pulse the knees for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, so close, 4, 5, the other way, 3, 2, and 1. Cannot count today. Take a child's pose. Let the hands become really long in front of you, and just allow the belly to press up against the thighs or the ball. Full breath in, and staying for your breath out. The time has come. We're gonna roll all the way up. Get really excited, mentally prepare, take a little dance party, because we're gonna even out the legs. So this time we're coming onto your right hand side. Now there are no surprises, which means you already know you can do it because you've done it before. So give it your best and then you're out of here. Ball is coming underneath your ribs to your hip, otherwise just let go of it. And then start to stack the knees on top of one another. Now the shoulder is stacked over the elbow, but can you lift up out of the ball? Hand to the hip and press the hip away from the body. Exhales, you lift the top knee, flex the foot. Inhales, you lower and tap. Exhale, lift. Inhale, lower and tap. Now there's something amazing about the last section of the class because hopefully you're starting to feel it already and you know that you can do the rest. So you're so strong if you just stick to it. Let's go 5. Last 4. Can you draw the belly button in for 3? We're gonna add on in 2. Now on 1, can you hold? Try to keep the shin in line with the heel and the knee. We're gonna press the leg out. Drive it back in and lower and tap. Now sometimes as you fatigue, the bottom heel starts to drape. Can you lift it up? So we're lifting, like you've got a metal pole, opening, pull back in and lower tap. Lift, press it away. Drive it back in, lower and tap. Remember what brought you to your mat, because it's going to get you through the last little burner of this class. We're here for 5. Let's go 4. Final 3. Remember, we are holding the leg in 2. Now on 1, can you hold the leg all the way out? Take the ball to the sky. We're gonna open the arm and the leg, and then we're gonna come in and tap. Rotating the shoulder down and come back up. So twisting through the waist, shoulder and hip come down, everything back to center. Trying to keep the leg in line with the hip as you come down for the twist and back up. Think about length here as you open and close. We're here for 5, 4, final 3. Let's go 2. On 1, can you hold everything long? Just pulse the top leg. Oh my gosh, oh, we're so close. Lift up out of the armpit for 5, 4, 3, 2, hold the leg where it is. 1, come down onto the pillow or get rid of it, and we're gonna hold. Now can you lift higher than your hip? Back to your hip. Higher than your hip and back. Now hopefully you can start to feel this through the back of your leg, your glute max, maybe even the side, maybe the hip. But can you stay with me? Because we are just gonna finish with the pulse in 3. In 2, can you hold your leg up on 1 little pulses for 10? Draw the belly button in. This is it. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4. You got this. 3, 2, on 1. Drive it in. Oh, punch the glute. Remove the ball. Just say goodbye to it. Don't worry about it. Thank it for its hard work. And just start to lie onto your back. Bringing the right ankle over the left knee. You can either guide the right knee away or start to thread the hands behind the left thigh. You might even like to take a little sway, a little rock. Just allowing your awareness to come back to the mat, back to the body. 1 more full breath in. Creating a little bit more space as you breathe out. Releasing the foot if it was lifted. And then just changing sides, left heel over the right knee. Either hold the knee out or start to thread the hands behind, oh, this leg is tight, behind the right thigh. Noticing how the 2 sides feel. If there's any difference, I'm just sending them equal amounts of love. 1 more full breath in here. And staying for your breath out. Releasing the hands, planting the foot down. And just bringing the knees into the chest. Maybe hands can come underneath the knees here. Curl into the tightest little ball. You just might start to rock and roll up and down. If you want to stay on your back, stay on your back. But eventually meeting me in a cross-legged position. Taking the time to find stillness. Maybe hands can just be heavy. And as you start to let the practice fully absorb, taking this moment just for you. To thank yourself for showing up, for doing the work, maybe trying something new. And before you head into the rest of your day, taking just a few deep breaths in and out. One more big breath in. As you inhale, let the ribs, the belly expand. And as you exhale, feel a little bit heavier on your mat. The eyes will close. You can start to blink them open. You can rock or sway. But I'm so proud of you. Thank you for showing up. And in case no one has told you today, I love you. I'll see you next time. Mwah.